Welcome to Anaheim Media Production, also known as AMP or AMP. I'm Jose.
And I'm RJ.
And we're your anchors for episode 72. Let's hear from Brian and Brenda.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may now.
Thank you to Brian and Brenda for delivering the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, thank you both.
Now on our admin.
All right, good morning, guys. This is Mr. Calleros. I'm your principal here at Anaheim High School with the admin update of the week. So I'm back. I took a month-long hiatus to give the opportunity to other assistant principals to introduce themselves, and hopefully you got to know who's your assistant principal and who can support you while you're here at Anaheim High School. I have quite a bit of updates today, so bear with me, folks. I wanted to start out with giving a few shout-outs. First to our RSVP team. For those of you that don't know what RSVP is, it's our Raising Student Voice and Participation program where our students let us know what is it that they want to change in their school. One of the biggest things that came out of that for our last summit, our first summit, was the food and the quality of food here at Anaheim High School. So we recently had a taste test last week. Some of you may have been randomly selected to be part of that taste test and try a variety of different foods that our district, our food services offers. And what we did during that taste test is students tasted a variety of different foods. They ranked the foods that they were tasting, and the district's going to be using that information and we'll be providing that food that we selected, that students selected as the most tasty, starting in January, okay? So I want to make sure that you guys are aware that we're trying to at least address some of the concerns that you guys are bringing out. I also wanted to give a big shout out to our forestry club, led by Mrs. Metcalf. Just a few weeks ago, they participated in the San Bernardino Forestry Club Challenge and earned 9th place out of probably, I want to say, over 50 schools that were part of it. We got 9th place, and I'm probably been mistaken with how many schools were part of it. Probably it's more, but 9th place is still pretty good, so good job, Forestry Club. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to our VAPA programs, choir, band, and dance. They've had performances in recent weeks. It's a lot of work that goes into putting on those performances, so wanted to give a shout out to all of those programs. And folks, if we're out here on campus, if we can support and be in attendance to those programs, that'd be great, and really show our support for all the work that they do. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to our winter sports program, which are off to a great start. Starting with wrestling, both girls and boys are 2-0 in league, beating Magnolia yesterday. They're dominating. Our girls basketball is off to their dominating start, beating Whittier this past Tuesday. Boys soccer has racked up 2 wins this week, so let's keep it up. Girls soccer beat Catella last week, 1-0. It's always nice to beat Catella. Our boys basketball team plays at home today against Brea, so let's wish them luck. And last but not least, our girls water polo team won against Paramount on Tuesday. So, guys, I know a lot of you guys like to hang out after school, and that's great. Unfortunately, though, you need to be supervised. So we have Anaheim Achieves for that, or better yet, if you can go out and support your fellow classmates by attending a basketball game, a soccer game, a girls water polo game, or a wrestling match. Most of those are free. Our basketball games, I believe there is a charge for the varsity games, but the lower level games are free. So if you're out here hanging out after school, you shouldn't be unsupervised. Go check out all of our different games that are going on to support your classmates, okay? All right. One last thing I wanted to bring up, folks. Our senior students in their government classes are doing civic action projects. They did them all this past month. And two big things kept coming up. The restroom vandalism and access to restrooms, and how can we address that? And a lot of the students came to administration to see how can we address that. Well, there's always things that us as administration are doing to try to address the vandalism problem. However, I do also want to emphasize that part of that problem and part of that solution is all of you. 2,900 students are a lot more effective at stopping vandalism than 6 administrators and 120 teachers. You guys have the power, right, to really, it's your school, you know, to really make an impact. And let us know. If you see something, say something. I've had an influx of students starting to do that. They go into the restroom, they see something, they use the Stop It app, or they go find somebody and let them know, hey, they're doing something not supposed to be doing in the restroom. That helps, because if we continue to do that, then that really does stop the vandalism. It stops the things that are going on in the restroom that shouldn't be going on. So we really need all of you. When it comes to trash, the cleanliness of our campus, that was also brought up. We need to start moving away from the idea that we're only picking up the trash that belongs to us. Why do we have to only pick up the trash that belongs to us? Why can't we just pick up a piece of trash that's on the floor, right? It's our school. It's our community here. You know, if you see a piece of trash, pick it up. I'm constantly doing that, right? Trying to lead by example, you know, and hopefully you guys are picking that up. The trash does not have to be yours for you to pick it up. And hopefully if we all do our part, this campus will be a lot cleaner. 2,900 students have the power to keep your campus clean. Sure, as an admin team, can I give consequences to those students that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing? Absolutely. But at some point, we also have to look within. What can we do that's different to help each other out and help our school community? Just like hopefully you do in your neighborhood. You're walking by your neighborhood and you see a piece of trash, I hope you're picking it up. Because if you're just ignoring it, then it just perpetuates that cycle. So that's one thing that I wanted to bring up with those civic action projects. It's great that you guys are reaching out to people that you feel can address the problem, but sometimes the problem is within us as well, and how do we look within to fix those things, you know? So with that, I think I've spoken enough. Those are the admin updates of the week. Please remember to respect yourself, respect each other, respect property. We have one full week left. That's next week with finals coming up. I want to wish you all good luck with your finals. Make sure you're ready to go, get enough rest, get enough food in your system, and let's finish off the semester strong, folks. So I'll see all of you around. Thank you so much for listening to the admin updates of the week.
Thank you for all that information. That's all the announcements we have for today because it's Thursday.
Remember to like and subscribe to Anaheim Media Production on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at AnahimHS.AMP.
And tune in next time on
AMP.